book does a character ask his babysitter, wait, erase, I read one I'd already highlighted, sorry, I'm in the groove now. In which book does a boy dress a monkey up in a cowboy outfit? Yellow. My Life is a Book is correct, 1 point for the yellow team.
Which book features a grumpy child named No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. I'll repeat.
The Mysterious Benedict Society.
The Mysterious Benedict Society is correct. It was a grumpy child named Constance from Freya.
In which book is there a girl who claims her father was killed by lightning? Yellow. The name of this book is Secret is correct. 1 point for yellow.
In which book was the principal upset with 5th grade students? Blue team.
They're talking.
No talking is correct, 1 point for the blue team.
In which book did Delphine help her mother with a printing? One Crazy Summer is correct for yellow.
Which book stars 3 characters from...
One Crazy Summer.
That is incorrect. Which book stars 3 characters from a microscopic world?
Squish Super Amoeba.
That's correct.
In which book do a group of boys watch babies to earn candy? Yellow. Turtle in Paradise is correct, 1 point for yellow.
In which book does a boy kiss a girl when he is invisible? Unwanted is correct for blue.
In which book does a boy get bullied and lose his hearing? Wonderstruck is incorrect. Gold?
Wonder.
Wonder is correct. 1 point for gold.
Right there. I saw it.
We're gonna throw that one out. We saw both lights light up, so we'll just throw that one out.
In which book did movies go from no sound to the first sound read?
Wonderstruck.
Wonderstruck is correct, 1 point for the red team.
In which book does a little girl witness the murders of her parents? Wood's Runner is correct.
In which book is there a character named Leonid Gold?
Mysterious Benedict Society.
That is incorrect. In which book? Blue.
The Apothecary.
The Apothecary is correct.
In which book did a main character love to chase after chickens? Red. Cracker, the best dog in Vietnam, is correct. 1 point for red.
In which book is the main character babysitting for her younger cousin all summer?
Deep and Dark and Dangerous.
Deep and Dark and Dangerous is correct for the blue team.
In which book did the young girl Thea help deliver 7 gold? First Light is correct. 1 point for gold.
In which book is an object built based on the concept of dropping an egg inside a can? Blue.
Queen of the Falls.
Queen of the Falls is correct. 1 point for the blue team.
In which book does the main character wonder what Fritos, Cheetos, and Doritos are?
Running Out of Time.
Running Out of Time is correct for blue.
In which book was the main character co-captain of his baseball team? Blue.
Safe at Home.
Safe at Home is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book does a robber who threatened the main character later help red team?
Ice survived the sinking of the Titanic.
That is correct. I survived the sinking of the Titanic. 1 point for red.
In which book did a character hit his head on a van door frame and then see stars, a giant pro wrestler? Spaceheads is correct for gold.
In which book is a dinner party hosted by the blue?
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher.
That is incorrect. Gold?
First Light.
That is incorrect. The entire question was, in which book is a dinner party hosted by the First Lady? And the correct answer is Franklin and Winston, A Christmas That Changed the World.
In which book is a file labeled Bologna?
The Mysterious Benedict.
No.
No. Mixed up House Mistake.
All right, we'll just throw that one out and go to another question. In which book does joining a church help a family fit in? Blue.
Inside Out, Back.
That is correct. 1 point for the blue team.
In which book did a new pet scare some gerbils in it?
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher.
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher is correct for the blue team.
In which book is a boat made from grass to cross a river? Red team?
A Long Walk to Water.
A Long Walk to Water is correct.
In which book does a boy hide a bag of dog poop in the fairy? Blue.
My Life is a Book.
My Life is a Book is correct. 1 point for the blue team.
What book deals with sending secret messages into people's
The Mysterious Benedict Society.
Mysterious Benedict Society is correct for the gold team.
In which book does a girl lie about who she is so that she can make a reservation? A gold.
From the Mixed Up Files of Miss Paisley Frankweiler.
That is incorrect. Blue.
Running Out of Time.
That is also incorrect. The entire question is, in which book does a girl lie about who she is so that she can make a reservation at a spa? And the answer to that is, the name of this book is Secret.
In which book did a main character admire Mahatma Gandhi because Gandhi did not? Blue. No talking is correct.
In which book did three sisters go on a trip to
Crazy Summer.
Crazy Summer is correct for Liz.
In which book does the one of the characters get a new slime mold? Red.
Squish Super Amoeba.
Squish Super Amoeba is correct, and white for red.
In which book do characters named Ollie, Slowpoke, and Johnny Cakes? Yellow. Turtle in Paradise is correct. 1 point for yellow.
In which book does a character secretly practice how to create a 3D room?
The Unwanted.
The Unwanted is correct for the gold team.
In which book does the author make a reference to the cheese touch from Blue?
Wonder.
Wonder is correct. 1 point for Blue.
In which book was a boy struck by lightning while yellow?
Wonderstruck.
Wonderstruck is correct. 1 point for yellow.
Name the book in which a father is held captive in a ship.
The Apothecary.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. Name the book in which a father is held captive in a sugar mill.
You're not resetting it.
inside out and back again.
No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. The correct answer was Woods Runner.
They were, I'm watching them on the
All right, we're going to switch players, so those standing, please be seated.
They were clear with each
Very stressful.
You just make a mistake.
In which book is there a boat named Kong Olaf docked in the Thames? Blue?
The apothecary.
The apothecary is correct. 1 point for Blue.
In which book was a character trained to detect enemies? Cracker is correct. 1 point for the blue team.
In which book do dreams of bones in a lake haunt a Deep and Dark and Dangerous is correct for the red team.
Is she supposed to be doing?
Is your buzzer working? Yeah. Sarah, that one to the left of you? She looks like she keeps pushing it. It's not working. Okay. Sorry.
But she's not supposed to.
Sorry.
They're at the very best with her flag.
In which book are the wolf dogs called Chick-Chew? Gold? First light is correct. 1 point for gold.
In which book is an object used by the main character stolen 2 times? Red team. Queen of the Falls is correct. 1 point for the red team.
In which book does the main character learn to use a phone for the first time?
Running out of time.
Running Out of Time is correct for Blue.
In which book did the main character move to Harlem to live? Red, Safe at Home is correct.
In what book does the main character suffer from visions of the horrible blue? Sorry, that is not correct. Yellow? Sorry, the whole question was, in what book does the main character suffer from visions of the horrible accident that he survived? And that was, I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic.
In what book do the main character's great sense of direction and interest in exploring? No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. Yellow team. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. The answer was The Sinking of the Titanic. Go ahead.
I think it was Woods Runner because he does have really good skills in the woods and knows his way around.
That's true. Did I?
They've got copies of the books for that.
We'll take, which team was it that had? And not take away from yellow.
Can't even remember what the question
In which book does the character from outer space say red?
Spaceheads.
Spaceheads is correct. 1 point for red.
In which book does a main character have to take a sleeping pill to get to sleep because blue?
Franklin and Winston.
Franklin and Winston is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book is a violin case found hidden?
Oh, serious? The Mixed Up Files is
That is correct for red. Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Vasily Franklin.
In which book does the main character throw away her gift of dried papaya? Red. Inside Out and Back Again is correct. 1 point for red.
In which book did a character's dog try to investigate his...
Cracker, the best dog in Vietnam.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Red. Sorry, that is also incorrect. The whole question was, in which book did a character's dog try to investigate his new pet while the new pet was shedding her skin? That was Jeremy Thatcher Dragon Hunter.
In which book does a young man travel from the U.S. to Africa to see a relative? A Long Walk to Water is correct for the red team.
In which book does a mom try to persuade her son to read? Red. My Life as a Book is correct. 1 point for red.
Which book tells of a girl who always has a bucket with her? Blue. Mysterious Benedict Society is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book does part of a boy's brain hold the secret to everlasting life? That is correct. The name of this book is Secret.
In which book did the characters hum and clap their way through blue?
No talking.
No Talking is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book did two sisters read poems to yellow?
One Crazy Summer.
One Crazy Summer is correct. 1 point for yellow.
In which book was detention given to the main characters when they Squish Super Amoeba is correct for the blue team.
In which book does the main character work on a boat to collect sponges? Gold? Turtle in Paradise is correct. 1 point.
In which book does a boy punch a character to prove...
Wonder.
Sorry, that is incorrect. In which... Red. Sorry, that is also incorrect. The question was, in which book does a boy punch a character to prove that the character is not dreaming? And that is The Unwanteds.
In which book does the main character start narrating the story by saying, no, I'm sorry, that is not correct. No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. The complete sentence is, in which book does the main character start narrating the story by saying, I know I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old boy? And the answer was Wonder.
In which book did someone create the panorama for the red? Wonderstruck is correct. 1 point for red.
In which book is there a garden that grew plants? Blue.
The Apothecary.
The Apothecary is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book was Charlie known as the enemy? Cracker, the best dog in Vietnam is correct for the red team.
In which book does an old torn photograph spark?
Deep, Dark, and Dangerous.
Deep and Dark and Dangerous is correct. 1 point for blue.
In which book is there a legend about a dog with 4 yellow?
First Light.
First Light is correct. 1 point for yellow.
In which book does water fall from a height as tall?
Queen of the Falls.
Queen of the Falls is correct for red.
In which book does the main character find out the person she hopes she could help her actually wants to hurt her? Red. Running out of time is correct, 1 point for red.
In which book did the main character's deceased father work on Wall Street? Red. Safe at Home is correct, 1 point for red.
In what book does the main character's aunt promise to take care of an immigrant child? I'm sorry, time is up. Sorry, that is not correct. Red team? No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. The question was, in what book does the main character's aunt promise to take care of an immigrant child separated from his father? And the answer is The Sinking of the Titanic, 1912.
In which book does a main character stand on a chair to be seen? Blue? No talking is incorrect.
Mysterious Benedict Society.
And the Mysterious Benedict Society is also incorrect. You did hear the full question, but I'll repeat it. The question was, in which book does a main character stand on a chair to be seen? And the correct answer is Franklin and Winston, A Christmas That Changed the World. Blue? And blue? I mean in red?
I think it was Mysterious Benedict Society because Constance, like the little kid, she wanted to be seen by everybody else, and she stood on the chair, and they were like,
I think those are two very good complaints, and I think we'll just throw that question out. So if you'll take the minus points away for blue and for red, thank you.
In which book is there a lawyer named Saxenberg? Yellow, sorry.
The Mixed Up Files of Miss Basil A. Frank Wilde.
That is correct, 1 point for yellow.
In which book did two characters have to go to the principal's office because they left?
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher.
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher is correct.
This will be the last regular question, and then we'll go into the bonus round. In which book does a young man return to his homeland to build a blue?
A Long Walk to Water.
A Long Walk to Water is correct. 1 point for blue.
You find out that's where you have to ask that you answer each of the questions specifically.
Before we start the second round, it has come to my attention that I forgot to have the kids introduce themselves. So, the mob teams, we'll start with yellow and go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jessica Copey. Aja Couch. Colby Jordan. Holland Parsons. Corey Leflin.
Ryan Durant.
Caroline Seibel. Sarah Riley.
Mason Dooley.
Christian Lee. Caitlin Kaczmarski.
Franklin Falls. Peter Knight. Maggie McGonigal. Rex Swim.
Owen Gadu.
Paul Sharma.
Cassidy Scott. Ken Kehoe. Emily Page.
Austin Kobza.
Iden Riley Twyman. John Yu.
Thomas Edison.
Thank you, and I apologize for not giving that to you.